beautiful people. It is currently 9:40 in the morning. I'm headed to vision therapy, which most of you guys know that, I have trouble with my vision sometimes. So I'm headed there right now, and then kind of, work out, go to the wall today. So like the normal thing, I'll show you guys. Also, a few announcements. I made a highlight video of like all the stuff from Spain and all the stuff from this summer as well. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave that in the description. And most importantly, I partnered with a new app called KLEIN. You guys are going to hear a lot about these guys. I really believe in the product that they have. It's a really good app for working out, for stretching, just to reach your goals in terms of fitness. But I'll talk more in depth about that a little bit later. Oh, one more thing. I just want to say thank you for the support for last video, because last video was the best video that I've had, I guess numbers wise, in a while. So I mean, we're close to 40,000 subscribers, which would be cool if we could hit that maybe before I leave for Spain, so that'd be cool. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys, and yeah, I'll see you on the way to vision therapy. So let's get it. Alright, so let me give you a little voiceover of what I'm doing right now. So I'm just foam rolling a little bit. I'm going to do my back, calves, hamstrings, and glutes, and then I move on to my quads. I don't show you everything, but that's usually what I do, and I do them for about 2 minutes a piece, so that usually ends up about 10 minutes. Right here I'm doing ankle mobility, so I'll do like 10 circles each way. And I'll do that, I don't know, probably for like 5 minutes on each foot. Right here I'm doing single leg bridges. So the goal of this is just to try to isolate your hamstring and not your glute. So you want to kind of have your hamstring firing to warm that up. And then here's the same thing, but just for the groin and the hip flexor. So you just want to fire that and activate it before you get started for training. This is something similar to the bridge, except it's a little bit more explosive, and the goal is obviously the same thing. You just want to kind of contract the muscle and hold the pose for as long as you can. And then for the abs, you're just doing 30 seconds for each, and then repeat it as many times as you need so you can feel a good burn. All of this, you shouldn't really be feeling any pain. This is just supposed to give you a good warm-up so your body isn't tight before your training session. And then right here we're going to get to the individual session. So I always try to start off by juggling, and it's even better when you can juggle a tennis ball. So just 10-15 minutes just juggling any which way that you want to, off the wall, any type of way, just getting the feet warm and loose. So after that, you're going to want to get into some juggling off the wall. So first touch each foot, and then you go into 2-touch, and then you go into laces first touch, and then laces 2-touch. And then you can throw in other variations, but that's just what I did today. A lot of what I'm doing right now is focused on touch because my body is sore and I'm dealing with some injuries, so I don't want to overexert myself.
Okay, so this is just the passing part of it. So you saw the first time passing, and now this is the long ball. I won't be saying much throughout here. Just, pay attention to the technique. And also for everyone that said I didn't have a left foot.
Who are you talking to right now? Who is it you think you see?
I also didn't say that I'm aiming between those signs. So anywhere between there is fine. And also make sure to try to get the follow through as consistent as you can get it. Right here is just first touch, working on different variations inside the foot, outside the foot, and solo. Alright, so just finished taking a shower. It's about like 6 o'clock right now, and so I really don't got much else for the day. I'm just gonna read, chill. All the exciting stuff is over with. So, but yeah, one thing that I really want to talk about is the app that I'm partnered with. So your boy is partnering with KLEIN training app, an app that, like I said already multiple times, I'm very proud to work with, and already they have incredible reviews. It's really great, the app's really polished, and they have both sports specific and general training that you can customize to any of your needs. The app also gives you everything you need to train effectively, from program building to exercise tutorials to recommended weights and sets, and in-depth analytics to monitor progress. The progress tab also brings FIFA overall scores to the weight room. So these guys have it all. The thing that I love about this app in particular is the fact that you can make it so specific to what you need. So for a majority of you guys that are watching, including myself, we're footballers, so it's soccer specific, football specific type of workouts. So a lot of mobility, a lot of hamstrings, a lot of quads, things like that, and they include all of that and more. It's so detailed. When you first log into the app, they're gonna have you do like a 10-minute exercise type of thing, just stretches and stuff, where they can kind of gauge where you're at physically. The fact that they can pinpoint your weaknesses so well, I think is just class. So they can kind of give you the best ideal schedule, I would say. So you can scan the QR code on the screen right now, or you can click the link in the description and make sure to use code Paeydro13 to directly support the channel. Again, huge shout out to KLEIN, because I think this is something you guys will love. But anyways, I'm chilling right now, so I guess I'll show you a bit of that, probably take a nap, and then get on with the day. So yeah. Alright, so the day is done. I read a little bit and then I just chilled. You saw me watch some of my Griezmann highlights, and then I played some FIFA. But I was looking through some Instagram messages that you guys sent me, and I saw a really good one. It was on topic with what has been going on with me, so I wanted to answer that question. He said, I have a quick question about injuries because I've been out for almost 3 months now with a broken leg. I've been losing my motivation and my confidence in football, so I was wondering if you have any advice on staying positive. So yeah, I wanted to answer that because I'm someone that deals with injuries a lot. I've dealt with them, my whole career pretty much. And I actually was dealing with one a few weeks before this video. I had hurt my hamstring again, but again, it was the same thing. I was in a game, I went for a run, and I just felt it. I wouldn't wish injuries on anybody. It's one of the worst feelings that you can have, but I had dealt with this for a very long time, and I remember when I was in Spain, when I had gotten injured, I didn't deal with it properly. The way I was coping with it were very negative. They weren't healthy ways to deal with it. So I made a point this time when I injured myself again, to try to just stay in the right headspace, and it's very hard to do. But something that I was doing was I was trying to watch a lot of the film that I had from the games, and just kind of breaking down, things that I did well, things that I did bad, trying to like visualize when I get back on the field what I could do. And then I just tried to work out as fast as I could. Like, you don't want to be sitting in the bed and just not doing anything. So immediately once you could start doing stuff, just go out, So I had hurt my leg, so like 2 days after I got hurt, I started working on my upper body, and then I started doing like cardio, but just on one leg, like jump roping just on one leg. So the biggest thing is to try to just be productive. When you're not injured, you're always going, training, and then when you get injured, most of the time you have to stop. And I just suggest, if you have any opportunities, whether it's film, whether it's upper body or lower body workouts, or if it's just doing things that you weren't going to do before, whether that's spending more time with family, reading more, there's a lot of things to do, even though it's very, very difficult. That would be probably my best advice for that situation. DMs are always open, and I know I haven't answered like a question like that in a while, on YouTube. So it was good to get a question that I could relate to. I'm hoping that it helped you in any way. Another thing, if I'm being 100% transparent, you guys have seen my whole journey for a while now. You guys have seen a good portion, and you guys saw in the beginning when I was 18, I really didn't have a strong relationship with God, and then you guys kind of saw me as I got older. I developed a relationship with God, and it was something that was helpful, and it resonated with some of you guys. Just being transparent about my journey and walk in that area of life, because as an athlete or whatever you are, if you're in school, if you're a doctor, if you're an athlete, it could be whatever, you're more than your profession. When you're injured, that's like kind of the moment where you really gotta realize that, like, okay, I'm not doing this, I'm more than this. So if I'm not doing this, I still have value, and that's something I've struggled with. But my relationship with God I've been distant. I haven't been reading my Bible like I was. I just started praying again. It's hard to explain, just trying to like develop my relationship again, because it's been honestly, it's been like maybe 2-3 months, maybe even longer, if I'm being honest, and that's on me, but I just feel like when I was in tune, when I was praying all the time, when I was reading my Bible, when I was being diligent, I really felt like I was really in tune with my emotions and how to handle certain situations. And right now I feel like because I haven't been able to be in touch with God, I've lost being in touch with myself in a way. I can tell because it's like I just bury things within myself and I'm not like addressing them, and then it starts to lead to other things. I just kind of wanted to address that because, sometimes I only show the good of, the journey or of training and stuff. And this is something that I just haven't handled the best as of late. And it's something I really want to focus back on. And like a verse that everybody knows, I believe it's in Matthew chapter 6, I believe. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be given upon you. I just feel like I've been doing the opposite. I don't want to forget how how grateful, how blessed I am to have the things that I have, to experience the things that I can experience, to impact the people that I can impact. And I don't want to lose sight of why I'm here. You know, it's so difficult, you know, because it's just life. You go through things and you're like, oh, this is more important. I gotta worry about this and stuff. Just like the story again in Matthew. I love the book of Matthew, if you couldn't tell. Matthew 14, when it's talking about Jesus walking on water and Peter coming towards him, basically, and walking. And that entire time when he's walking on water, his sight is strictly on Jesus. There's a storm around him. There's waves crashing. Things are going a mess around him. But he's able to defy the odds and be just like Jesus, walking on water. Keeps his eye on him. The moment that he took his eye off Jesus and he started to realize the storm that was around him the entire time, he starts to sink. He cries out to Jesus, and Jesus saves him immediately. I feel like that's a great story because that's us as a believer or a non-believer, just as a person in general in day-to-day life. This is going to be a storm around you. That's just the way of the world. You see it today in the news. You just go on your phone and it's there. The storm's around you. If you want to defy the odds, you just need to keep your eyes set on him. And I've taken my eye away from him, and I've realized that I've just been focusing on the storm around me, type of thing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna close off with. Gave it to you a little real today. I haven't really opened up. I've kind of just been going, training. If you stuck around and watched this whole thing, I really appreciate it. You guys have no idea. If I was able to impact you, or if you have anything you want to say, or if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always drop a comment down below or go to my Instagram, just DM me. And also make sure to use the code for KLEIN, Paeydro13. We're trying to do crazy numbers over there, so yeah, it would mean a lot if you could support me and support guys that I believe in as well. But yeah, remember to walk by faith, keep stepping, keep your focus right, and just take it a day at a time. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, that was bad. I'm gonna go like this.